Assalamu alaikum, grade 7. Hope you all are fine. All of you have to show a great commitment to your learning, and next week go and prove just how fantastic you all are. We have to start review exercise 1. Later on we have to do question number 1 on a book. So we have to start from question number 2. The statement of question number 2 is, it is given that universal set is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A set is there, set of factors of 12. So factors of 12 will become 3, 4, 6. B set is there, set of even numbers. Even numbers are 4, 6, 8 and 10. You have to take even numbers from 4 to 10 because in universal set, first element is 3, last element is 10. So we have to take even numbers within these two elements, okay, between these two elements 3 and 10. Now what we have to find, we have to find n of a. N of a means we have to find number of elements in set A. Look at set A. In set A, number of elements are, count these elements, 1, 2, 3. 3 elements are there. So you have to write number of element in set A is 3. Now come on part B. Number of element in A intersection B. First you have to find A intersection B. A intersection B, write for A set first 3, 4, 6. Intersection B. B set is 4, 6, 8 and 10. Now intersection, you know very well what is intersection. Intersection means common elements. In this, look, 4 and 6 are common between these two sets. So our intersection will become 4 and 6. Now we have needed in the question number of element in A intersection B. In A intersection B, elements are 2. Count is 1 and 2. So you can write number of elements in A intersection B is 2. Okay. Now come on part C. Number of element in A union B. You have to find A union B first. A union B. Now you know very well you have to write A set first. A set is 3, 4, 6. Union B. B set is 4, 6, 8 and 10. Now union. What is union? Union means we have to arrange the elements of two sets. We have to combine the elements of two sets. Now when we will arrange these elements of set A, element of set B, it will become 3, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Okay, count these elements. How many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elements are there. So you can write number of elements in A union B are 5. Okay, now part D. Number of element in B complement. First you have to need it B complement, and we know that universal minus B is B complement. Okay, now universal set, write universal set first. Universal set is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, universal minus B set. B set is 4, 6, 8 and 10. Now look at this one, 4, 6, 8 and 10. 4, 6, 8 and 10. Now we have to subtract these elements from first one. Now you have to write in the answer remaining element from the first set. When we will subtract this, the remaining element are 3, 5, 7, 9, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Now count these elements. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 elements are there. So it means number of element in B complement are 4. Students, we have done question number 2. Now we have to do question number 3. The statement of question number 3 is, is list all the subset of the set is given 2, 3, 5. Okay, we have to list all the subsets of this set. Okay, in this set 3 elements are there, 2, 3, 5. Okay, and we have to know how many subsets should be made from this set. So first of all, you have to know how about the formula. Formula is 2 power n. Okay, according to this formula, n is there. N means number of element. In this set, number of element, how many number of elements are there? 3. 1, 2, 3. So you have to put number of element 2 power 3. Now 2 power 3 means 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Okay, we know that it means 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Okay, now answer will become 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. Okay, this answer tells us how many sets will be made. 8 sets. 8 sets should be made from this set. Okay, and these sets, we can call these sets as a subset of this set. Okay, now I am making 8 sets should be made from this set. Okay, this answer indicates that 8 sets, subsets are made from this set. Okay, now in solution, you have to make first set will be empty set. Okay, now second set is, first element is 2, third set is 3, comma 5. Okay, these sets are the subset of this set. Again 5. Now it will become 2, comma 3 and 2, 5, 3, 5, and last set is 2, 3, 5. Now count these sets. How many sets are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, in our answer was 8. It means we have to make 8 sets, and these 8 sets are actually the subset of this given set. Okay, now we have to do question number 4. It is given that F set is there 10, 20, 30 and 40. G set is there 11, 13, 17 and 19. H set is 10, 11, 12, 13. J set is 11 and 13. These 4 sets are given. In part A, we have to list G intersection H. We have to find G intersection H first. So you have to write G set first. G set is 11, 13, 17, 19. Intersection H set 10, 11, 12, 13. Now intersection means common element. No, look at this one, 11, 13. 11, 13 means these 2 elements are common between these 2 sets, 11 and 13. So intersection of G and H is 11 and 13, these 2 elements. Now come on second part. We have to find F union H. Okay, so you have to write F set first. F set is 10, 20, 30, 40. Union H set. H set is 10, 11, 12 and 13. As you know that union means we have to arrange, we have to combine the elements of these 2 sets together. When we will arrange these sets together, answer will become 10, 11, 12, 13, 20, 30 and 40. Okay, This is the union between F and H. Now come on B part. In B part, J is a subset of two of the sets. Which are the two sets? J is a subset of two other sets. We have to check J set first. In J set, two elements are there, 11 and 13. Now you have to check in which set these two elements are present. Now 11 and 13 is present in F set? No. 11 and 13 is present in G set? Yes. 11 and 13 is present in H set? Yes. It means J set is a subset of G and H. So you can write G and H. Okay. In C part, suggest a suitable universal set for F, G, H and J. For these four sets, we have to suggest a suitable universal set. So look at the smallest element in these four sets. Smallest element is 10 and the largest element is 40. Okay. So for suitable universal set, we will use capital E, and this universal set should be started from 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 19, 20, 30 and 40. This is the suitable universal set for these four sets because all elements of these four sets are present in this universal set. Okay, come on D part. What can you say about F intersection J and represent it through Venn diagram? So F intersection J, look at in the question. In F and J, these two sets are there, F and J. Is there any common element is present? No. No common element is present means their intersection is empty set. Okay, in F and J. So F and J, their intersection is empty set. So you can write F intersection J is empty set when there is empty set, there will be no shading. No shading in the diagram. So I have drawn, we have to draw two disjoint set because there is no common element present in F and J set. So you have to write this is F set, this is J set. These two sets are disjoint. There is no common element. There is no shading area. And you have to write elements 10, 20, 30 and 40. These are the elements of F set. And for J, 11 and 13. Okay. Now at the end you have to write the operation. Operation between these two sets is F intersection J. Now in question 5, a universal set is there 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A set is 4, 5, 6. B set is odd numbers between 2 and 8. C set is square numbers less than equal to 10. In part 1A, we have to list B set. We have to make B set. Okay. In the question it is given that we have B set is odd numbers between 2 and 8. Okay. So when we will write B set here, we have to take odd numbers between 2 and 8. So it will become 3, 5 and 7. These three numbers are odd numbers and present between 2 and 8. Come on B part. In B part we have to find intersection between A and B. A set is 4, 5, 6. Intersection B set is odd numbers between 2 and 8. Here we have written 3, 5, 7. So B set 3, 5, 7. Now common element is 5. Their intersection is 5. Now come on C part. In C part we have to find A union B. A set is 4, 5, 6. Union B set. B set is 3, 5, 7. This one. Okay. Union, you have to arrange these elements. It will become 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Come on D part. In D part we have to find A complement. Okay. In A complement we know that we have to subtract A set from the universal set. So for finding A complement, universal set is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minus A set. A set where? This one. 4, 5 and 6. We have to subtract 4, 5, 6 from the universal set, and remaining elements are from the first set are 3, 7, 8 and 9. Come on C part. Sorry, E part. The complement of B. The complement of B means we have to subtract B set from universal set. Okay, we have to find complement of B. So it will become E minus B. So write universal set first. Universal set is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minus B set. B set is present here. This one. 3, 5, 7. 3, 5, 7 is subtracted from first set. Remaining elements from first set will become 4, 6, 8 and 9. Come on F part. In F part we have to find A complement. Okay. And after that we have to make intersection between A complement and B. In part number D we have find it A complement. Okay. So we can use answer of A complement here. This one. On the place of A complement you have to write the answer of A complement. A complement was from here 3, 7, 8 and 9. Intersection B. B is there 3, 5, 7. 3, 5, 7. So we have to find common element between these two. 3 and 7. 3 and 7. So their intersection is 3 and 7. Okay, come on G part. In G part we have to find A intersection B first, and after that we have to subtract the answer of A intersection B from universal set. Why? Because this sign indicates that we have to find complement of the whole answer. Which answer? A intersection B we have to find first here. A intersection B we have find it in part number B, and the answer was 5. So A intersection B is 5 here. We have to find complement of A intersection B. So universal minus A intersection B. It means we have to find this one. Okay. On the place of universal set you have to write universal set. Universal set is from the question 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 minus A intersection B. Answer of A intersection B was 5. So minus 5. Okay. When we will subtract this 5 will be cut from this set, and remaining element from the first set will become 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay. Now remaining part of question number 5 is, second part is list the intersection of B and C. Okay, I have written B set for you, that is given in the question odd numbers between 2 and 8, that will become 3, 5 and 7, and C set is there square numbers less than equal to 10. So it will become 1 is a square number, okay, and 4 is also a square number, 9 is also a square number. These three numbers are less than equal to 10. We have to take square numbers less than equal to 10. It will become 1, 4 and 9. These are the perfect square. Okay. That's why we will call this as a square numbers. So in part 2, list the intersection of B and C. We have to find the intersection of B and C set. So 3, 5, 7. Intersection 1, 4, 9. Is there any common element is present? No. There is no common element is present between these two sets. So their intersection will become empty set. Okay, third part. List the union of A and C. We have to find the union of A and C. Write A set first. A set is 4, 5, 6. Union. C set is 1, 4, 9. When we will arrange these two sets together, answer will become 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9. That is the union between these two sets. Okay. Come on, fourth part. Write down N of C. N of C means number of element in set C. Okay, look at this one. Number of element. How many number of element in set C? 1, 2, 3. 3 number of elements are present in set C. So you can write like this. Number of element in set C are 3. Come on, part 5. Find number of elements present in the answer of A union C. In A union C, we have find it here. A union C. That one, that was the answer. Count the element present in A union C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elements are present in A union C. Answer of A union C. So you can write like this. Number of elements in A union C are 5. Come on, sixth part. Number of elements in B complement. B complement we have found it in part A of question number 5, and that was B complement was that one. I have written in the box, that was 4, 6, 8 and 9. B complement. So how many elements are there? 4 elements. So number of element in B complement are 4. Now we have to do review exercise question number 1. Encircle the correct option for the following statements. First part is elements that are in the universal set but not in the set A are the members of the set called dash of a set. It means they are asking if we have a universal set, in universal set too much elements are there. Okay, if we will taken out A set from the universal set, then remaining elements are called complement of A set. Okay, so complement is a right option. Complement of A. Okay, second part, dash is the subset of every set. In exercise we have learned about that point, that dash set is a subset of every set. Which set? Null set, or you can say that empty set. Come on, third part, Common elements of two sets A and B are denoted by common elements of A and B. We know that common elements means intersection. So intersection of A and B are, you have to represent it like this, A intersection B. Okay, common elements of two sets A and B are denoted by like this, A intersection B. In fourth part, dash express the idea includes or contain. One symbol is there, and with that symbol you have to express the idea of includes or contain. Means that symbol means includes or contain. From these four symbols, which symbol is there which means that includes or contain? That symbols. Okay, that symbol means includes or contain. It gives the idea includes or contain. In fifth part, the set of elements which are in A or in B or in both A and B is called union. Okay, means the set of A and B are the union. Means when we will arrange, when we will combine the elements of A and B together, this is called union. Okay, union means to combine the elements of both these two sets, which two sets A and B. Now part 6, it is given that A set is there HIP, B set is HOP, then A intersection B means their intersection will become, means their common elements are H and P. They look at this one, H and P is common between these two sets, so this is the right option, H and P. Now seventh part is union of a set A with itself is when we will take a union of set A with itself. Okay, then you know that answer will become again A set. So answer is set A. Eighth part, intersection of a set A with an empty set is, if we will take A set and with empty set is also taken, and you will take the intersection of both sets. Okay, so intersection of set A with an empty set will become intersection common elements, then answer will become empty set. Okay, because when we will take the intersection of A set with empty set, anything is common? No, nothing will become common, so answer will become empty set. Come on, ninth part. Set B is a subset of A can be denoted by, set B is a subset of A can be denoted by this one. Okay, this symbol is for subset B and we will read it like this, B is a subset of A.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well. Students, today we are starting review exercise number 1, question number 6. Firstly, read the statement of question. So question is, if A set, the elements of A set are mango, banana, apples, and the B set are mango, grapes, apples, strawberry. Find A union B and A intersection B and represent the intersection through Venn diagram. It means that there are 3 parts for this question. Firstly, find out A union B, and the second part is A intersection B, and the last part is represent the intersection through Venn diagram. So firstly, find out A union B. Union means, you have learned in the previous exercise, union means all elements of set A and B are combined together in a new set without repeating any common elements. You can see mango is present in the both set, but you will write just for the one time because you have learned set is a collection of well-defined and distinct objects. Distinct means the same elements should not appear more than once. That's why you will write common element just for the one time. Banana, apples are also present in the both set, but you will write just for the one time. Now write remaining element of set B, grapes and strawberries. So union means all elements of set A and B are combined together in a new set without repeating any common elements. Now move on the next part, A intersection B. Intersection means just write common elements of set A and B. Firstly check the common elements. Mango is common, yes, mango is present in set A and also present in set B. Banana is common, no, banana is present in A but not in B. Apples are common, yes, apples are present in A and also present in B. Strawberry is common, no, strawberry is present in B but not in A. So A intersection B are mango and apples. Now move on the third part. Represent the intersection through Venn diagram. So to draw the Venn diagram, first you have to decide whether we will draw the disjoint sets, overlapping sets or subsets. For that purpose we have to check both the sets. You can see in sets A and B some elements are common and some elements are uncommon. So the sets A and B are overlapping sets, so you will draw overlapping circles like this and write these common element in the overlapping portion, in this overlapping portion, and you will have to shade this portion because we represent the intersection through Venn diagram like this, right? And write remaining element of set A in the set A circle and the remaining element of set B in this portion. Next question number 7 is find pairs of disjoint and overlapping sets. Before starting the question, we must recall what are disjoint and overlapping sets. Firstly, we will discuss disjoint sets. In disjoint sets, there are no common elements present, and overlapping means that two sets are having some common and some uncommon elements. It means that they are not subset of each other. Now come on part number 1. Two sets are given. The elements of set A are 3, 6, 9, 12 and the elements of set B are 6, 8, 9. Now we will identify the given sets are overlapping or disjoint. For that purpose, we will search out the common elements of set A and B. You can see 6 is common. Yes, 6 is present in set A and 6 is also present in set B. 9 is common. Yes, 9 is present in set A and 9 is also present in set B. So these sets A and B are overlapping sets because you can see some elements are common like 6 and 9 and some elements are uncommon like 3, 12 and 8. So these sets are overlapping sets. Now come on part number 2. The elements of set C are A, B, X, Y and the elements of set D are M, N, O, P. You can see that no element is common in both the sets. So that's why these sets are disjoint sets. Now come on part number 3. The elements of set E are monkey, goat, lion and the elements of set F are tiger, goat. You can see goat is common. Yes, because goat is present in set E and goat is also present in set F. You can see students some elements are uncommon like monkey, lion, tiger. So these sets E and F are overlapping sets. Now come on part number 4. The elements of set G are Q, R, S, T and the elements of set H are U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So you can see that no element is common in both the sets. So that's why these sets H and G are disjoint sets. Okay, next question number 8 is, if universal set, the elements of universal set are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, and the elements of A set are 1 and 2, and the elements of B set are 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw a Venn diagram to represent the above sets and to illustrate their relationship. So to draw a Venn diagram, first we have to decide whether we will draw the overlapping sets, disjoint sets or subsets. For that purpose we have to check both the sets. Students, you can see all the elements of set A are present in set B. So these sets are not overlapping, because overlapping means that two sets are having some common and some uncommon elements. But you can see there are no uncommon elements of set A. That's why this is not the case of overlapping. Now check it for the disjoint. First we have to check the common elements. 1 is common, yes, 1 is present in set A and 1 is also present in set B. 2 is common, yes, 2 is present in set A and 2 is also present in set B. So these sets are not disjoint, because disjoint means there are no common elements present. That's why this is not the case of disjoint. Now move on the third case. Third case is subset, when one set is subset of the other. So here you can see all the elements of set A are present in set B, but all the elements of set B are not present in set A. It means that set A is a subset of set B. So we will draw a Venn diagram in which we will draw the subset case. Students, you can see set A is the smallest set and set B is the superset. So that's why set B will be represented by a bigger circle. As I told you, all the elements of set A are present in set B. So that's why set A will be drawn inside the circle of set B. So first I am going to write the elements of set A here. These are 1 and 2. Now we will write the remaining elements of set B, because 1 and 2 already here. These are also the elements of set B. Now we will write the remaining elements. These are 3 and 4. After writing the elements of set A and B, now we will write those elements of universal set which are not present in set A and in set B. Those elements are 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now we will write these elements in the universal set. 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Right? So its relation is A is a proper subset of B, because all the elements of set A are present in set B, but all the elements of set B are not present in set A. That's why set A is a proper subset of set B. Next, question number 9 is, list all proper subsets of the following sets. I have written part number 2. Y set is given. The elements of Y set are 5, 7 and 9. Now we have to make a list of all proper subsets of this set. First we will apply the formula to find out the total number of proper subsets of this set Y. So formula is 2 raised to power n minus 1 and stands for total number of elements. Students, you can see there are 3 elements in this set. Now we put 3 in place of n. 2 raised to power 3. It will be equal to 8. 8 minus 1 is equal to 7. It means that there will be total 7 proper subsets of this set Y. Students, you know empty set is the proper subset of every set. So first proper subset will be the empty set. Then we will make the proper subsets by taking individual elements. First element is 5, then 7, then 9. Then we will make the proper subsets by taking the elements in pair. First pair is 5 and 7, 5 and 7. Then second pair 7 and 9, and then last pair is 9 and 5, 9 and 5. So these are 7 proper subsets of this set Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, except the set itself, because the set itself is an improper subset. That's why we will not write here. Students, this question has 3 parts. I have done part number 2. Now remaining parts you have to do by yourself. Next, question number 10 is identify the following pairs as disjoint sets, overlapping sets, or neither. Students, you can see question number 10 is same like question number 7. So once again I will revise for you overlapping and disjoint sets. In disjoint sets there are no common elements present, and overlapping means that two sets are having some common and some uncommon elements. It means that they are not subset of each other. Now come on part number 1. Two sets are given. The elements of set A are SUN and the elements of set B are STAR. First we have to check the common elements. S is common. Yes, S is present in set A and S is also present in set B. Students, you can see in sets A and B some elements are uncommon. So these sets A and B are overlapping sets. Now come on part number 2. Set C factors of 24 and set D factors of 33. First we have to find out the factors of 24 and 33. So the elements of set C are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24, and the elements of set D are 1, 3, 11, 33. Now we have to check the common elements. 1 is common. Yes, 1 is present in set C and 1 is also present in set D. 3 is common. Yes, 3 is present in set C and 3 is also present in set D. Students, you can see in sets C and D some elements are common and some elements are uncommon. So these sets C and D are overlapping sets. Now come on part number 3. The elements of set E are P, Q, R, S and the elements of set F are 2, 3, 4, 5. Students, you can see that no element is common in both the sets. So these sets are disjoint sets. Now come on part number 4. The elements of set G are 11, 21, 31, 41 and the elements of set H are 15, 25, 35, 45. Students, you can see that no element is common in both the sets. So that's why sets H and G are disjoint sets. Now come on part number 5. Two sets are given. The elements of set I are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and the elements of set J are 1, 3, 5, 7, 11. Students, you can see that no element is common in both the sets. So that's why these sets are called disjoint sets. Okay students, this was the last question of review exercise number 1 and today's diary is you have to complete question number 1, 7, 10 on your book and the remaining all questions you will complete in your classwork notebook and you have to complete the given test in your ref registers. Okay students, it's a time to say goodbye. Take care. Allah Hafiz.